All right, as we are keenly aware here at Newsmax, the media has a profound responsibility to inform their audiences, you folks, as accurately as possible. That's what we are here to do. What we choose to say, or more importantly, what we may choose not to say, may have effects far beyond any individual broadcast. So joining us now to discuss this week's story within the media is the president of Accuracy in Media, Adam Guillette. Adam, appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Adam, the president of Accuracy in Media says it all right there. But this week, former CNN President Jeff Zucker and former MSNBC President Phil Griffin were asked about their network's coverage of the Hunter Biden laptop story in 2020. Take a listen. It looks like we actually don't have that saw, but as you can assume,
basically, Jeff Zucker said, well, they didn't arrest Hunter Biden, so we weren't going to report it until they did. Doesn't that, like, completely negate everything Trump?
We actually do have it.
We do have it?
We're going to play it.
In the final 2 weeks, you know, it was looked at. We did not know enough about it. There was not, within 2 weeks of the election, the ability, when the messenger on that story was Rudy Giuliani, okay? No, that's the problem. It's like you're going to give a lot of legitimacy to Rudy Giuliani delivering, he's got the goods. So part of the issue with that story was who was delivering the goods.
I don't think it's a huge story.
Right.
I don't think it's a huge story. But I think I look bad by not talking about it at all.
Yeah, I agree with that, dude. Your take?
Yeah, he's exactly right. He looked horrible for not talking about it at all. Imagine being CNN, a network that's been around for nearly 40 years. They've got all of these resources, and it's their job to inform the American people. Well, that means it's their job to vet the story. It's their job to discuss the story. They should bring a panel on to discuss both sides of it. Instead, they ignore it entirely. And to your point, exactly right. Oh, well, he wasn't arrested. When was Trump arrested over Russia? Yet their network spent 4 years following a hoax that we knew to be a hoax, yet they couldn't spend 4 minutes on what turned out to be a major story with Hunter Biden peddling his father's influence for cash. It's outrageous.
Yeah, allegedly, of course, to be accurate in media. So White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre, who is, I think, probably not a great communicator, I'll just say it that way, pointed out the differences between Democrats and so-called MAGA Republicans. Listen to this.
Here's the difference between Democrats and MAGA Republicans. When a Democrat says something racist or anti-Semitic, we hold them. We hold Democrats accountable. When a MAGA Republican says something racist or anti-Semitic, they are embraced by cheering crowds and become celebrated and sought after endorsements.
I'm sorry, Joy Behar, blackface. You tell me, I could list you 100 Republicans right now that have had to resign or something in regards to something they said as far back as 10, 12 years ago. But Democrats, they hold themselves accountable, right?
Yeah, I'm a Jew, and this one really gets me incredibly outraged because we endlessly heard that Trump was anti-Semitic when he was undeniably the most pro-Israel president in my lifetime. Meanwhile, as we speak, at UC Berkeley, a group of anti-Semitic organizations signed a proclamation banning any pro-Israel speaker or pro-Israel person from attending their meetings, speaking on campus, going anywhere. They call it Jew-free zones. Where are the left on that? Where are the Democrats on that? Where are the media, who should be calling out their anti-Semitism? They're all incredibly silent. Instead, they attack us when we go to Berkeley and call out their anti-Semitism. The hypocrisy is astounding.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head because it is astounding and unbelievable here. But midterms, they're coming up. Is there going to be a difference in media coverage since 2020?
Well, it's going to be the same sort of thing we always see. We're 2 weeks up to the election. The polls say X. It looks like the Democrats are going to be okay. The polls show X. Then the subsequent weeks after the election, we all sit around laughing at the polls, and then we have to repeat the process 2 years later as if we don't know that these polls are absolutely going to skew towards the left.
I have the cover of the New York Post framed in my office that after the 2016 election, it says everyone was wrong, and there's a picture of that woman being like, It is hilarious. Never trust the polls. Adam Guillette, Accuracy in Media. Appreciate you being here.